For more now from Brussels, let's bring on our Europe editor, Catherine Nicholson. Catherine, first of all, what exactly is in this new deal? How does it work?
So this is the sixth sanctions package by the European Union against Russia since the start of Russia's war on Ukraine. And the big showpiece of this package is this embargo on Russian oil. So as you said, it's not a full embargo on all imports of Russian oil into the European Union, but it is going pretty far. By the end of this year, the EU says it will stop 90% of its imports of Russian oil. So 2/3 of Russian oil that's currently imported by sea will be completely stopped. And there will also be an end to some land deliveries, oil brought in by pipeline. Essentially, there are different pipelines. There's a northern one, and Germany and Poland have agreed that they will forego a sort of a temporary exemption on pipeline deliveries. So they will stop those pipeline deliveries. Southern pipeline, however, principally going into Hungary, will continue. And Viktor Orban, the Hungarian Prime Minister, saying that he will use that exemption to its fullest. So, as I said, that adds up to 90% of Russian oil imports into the EU ending by the end of this year. There are other elements to this package as well, which I ought to run through. More sanctions on Russian individuals, more sanctions on Russian banks, including Sberbank, the biggest Russian bank, which takes up 37% of the market. It's been cut off from the SWIFT international bank payment system. And there are also 3 Russian TV channels that are being banned in the European Union.
Right. As you say, though, the big showpiece is this 90% of oil imports from Russia being banned by the end of the year. There is an exemption, though, for Hungary, a country that was the main holdout in this deal from the beginning.
Indeed. So technically, the exemption is not specifically for Hungary as a member state. The exemption is for those oil deliveries by pipeline. However, because Germany and Poland have said that they will give up those pipeline deliveries, essentially it ends up being an exemption for Hungary. Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban and his government have repeatedly said over recent days and weeks that they cannot and will not stop these oil deliveries into their country. Hungary is particularly dependent on Russian oil compared to other EU member states, and they have said that their economy would be ruined and that they're not prepared to do that. So Viktor Orban gets to go back to Hungary with this sort of a victory, saying, I've held out against the European Union, wanting to cut off our oil imports. But at the same time, the rest of the EU member states are greeting this agreement of the 6th sanctions package as a victory. The leaders have started coming into the summit here this morning in Brussels already, several of them expressing their positive feelings about this sanctions package, including, the Baltic states, which are some of the countries which are most strongly in favour of the strongest sanctions possible against Russia. The Latvian Prime Minister, the Estonian Prime Minister, saying that they are happy with the deal that's been agreed. They were underlining that they felt that there had been constructive contributions by all the leaders around the table last night. I think they're all underlining this idea of European unity, because they are well aware that Russian President Vladimir Putin is looking for any chinks in that European solidarity among the 27 member states. And they've been underlining this morning that they are unified, they are all pleased with this sanctions package. And they're now looking ahead to what will be the 7th EU sanctions package, which will be looked at in the coming weeks.
Catherine, thanks for that. That's Catherine Nicholson reporting from Brussels.